because I know I've made jokes about Stroop waffles multiple times, right? Albion 4, yeah. Azrael came along and he bought a pack of. I bought this little tin of Stroop waffles straight from Netherlands to me and gave them to me as a gift. And now I use that little tin as like a pen holder on my desk. Like 6 years later, 4 years later. But yeah, anyway, we're going straight into this game. We're going to see how this cloud works for Zemmol, or if Supahsemmie is going to repeat their current set history.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep it started. But like I say, Zemmol has been playing very, very strongly today with this cloud, so anything is possible. You might hold a record, but there's nothing to say about how it can go. But I mean, it's already looking quite tough as Semi is doing what you absolutely should do in this matchup, and that is keep the cloud away and abuse them when they're off stage.
Oh, using that Zare to set up the tech situation is so dirty, and I have to love it. Like, Young Link is one of those characters. I've described him as being a Marvel 3 character before because it feels like everything combos from everything and everything has a setup. Yeah. And there's just no way that's actually safe from a combo starter. And Semi really does exemplify that himself. But
yeah,
not only that,
does.
Not only that, doing a great job of using the tools given to him to really kind of shut down aerial approaches from Zemmol here.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, all that said, Semi's definitely been like controlling the stage, but Azrael doing a really good job again of just surviving, getting that dash attack, just close distance between them. Now just sort of trying to throw it off to get as much going as he can while he holds this advantage state, which he keeps on going with the jabs as well. The back end miss, but just following it up anyway.
Yeah, and you see getting sent across the stage here, and the edge guard there, obviously, Cloud, really tough cookie to try and edge guard to get back to stage with, and Semi gonna quite rightly abuse that and find their stock with the edge guard there.
Yeah, and this is where it becomes now really, really tough GP, because as Young Link could do a really nice job of just being able to zone away and not really approach, and when obviously one of their projectiles connects, they can easily follow up into a big hit like a forward air or something like that. But so now being in that kind of deficit, that stock loss, Demi can absolutely just play at a very comfortable range. But thankfully, that back air again just coming along just to take away that stock finally and give Zemmol a chance.
Yeah, of course. But then again, these neutral airs, these approaching neutral airs and specifically, are being used to kind of shut Zemmol down whenever they jump. Oh, that's okay. So listen, here's a little bit of sage Young Link advice for someone who's had to play this character way too many times in bracket. Okay, when you're under a platform, they're going to fire arrows at you. Do not run, because they'll fire another one. It will hit you and it will pop you up for a tech situation on the platform, and you'll die because they'll do a down air, and everyone knows down air is unpunishable.
Yeah.
Last bit may not be true, but the point is, be really, really wary of the fire arrows underneath the platforms, because that will delete you if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, you have to be so careful against this character, because so much can just confirm into whatever, like they often talk about it, that you can just fire a projectile and then confirm into imagination. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. Semi absolutely just taking control of everything right now. Good forward tilt from Zemmol though, send this Young Link off stage, but gotta try and find a way to take that stock. Semi seems quite intent on hanging on to.
So of course, and if you're Zemmol, you're really looking for this kill now. But if you're Semi, you're hanging back and going, okay, well, you know what, I can play my game without really having to swing. Obviously, as we mentioned before, Young Link, a character that can convert off of their projectile. So when you're in a spot like this, you can just kind of sit back, relax, enjoy the game. You think about what you're gonna have for dinner. While in the meantime, you figure out a way of dealing more and more damage to Zemmol here, and gonna forward air there, not gonna quite kill.
On the love again, just like the weight on firing the arrow as well.
And that still didn't kill.
It's still not enough. As Zemmol really, really struggling to find the final hit that he needs. You can see him throwing out almost everything, but there's not going to be quite enough just yet. The up throw not being able to seal up the stock, but it is going to be the dash tag that takes it. Semi going one game up here against Zemmol.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, the play there from Supahsemmie, to just kind of sit back and basically force Zemmol to play his game plan.
Yeah.
You honestly can't fault it. It's such a matter-of-fact way of playing the game, right? Where he's essentially gone, well, this is just the situation, and I am going to force you to deal with it. Repeatedly, actually, until either you find a way around it or until I win. And if you find a way around it, then I'll tackle something else. But in the meantime, he's just playing so incredibly fundamentally solid, and that's always been his massive, the massive bonus to him as a player. He just gets it.
Yeah, it's so tough, and you can see Zemmol was really trying to find an answer, but here is a fresh opportunity. Going to game 2 now on Lila, the stage you do not see all that often, but illegal here at Wanted.
Jesus, yeah, I'm gonna say I've not seen this stage in at least a year.
It's been a very long time for us. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, some places, run. We do have the European recommended rule set, but like many other things at this event, they don't tend to follow the status quo with how EU events do things, and that's how we end up on this stage here.
And see what can Zemmol do about it, because I mean, honestly, GP, I'm looking at the percentage right now, and I'm seeing a whole lot of game 1 right here, where Semi is just again doing everything in his power to keep this cloud away and not give him a single opportunity to really breathe.
Honestly, like, he's not being given a chance to do much of anything, really. And I'm sort of sat here looking at it, and I have to wonder, like, I'm looking at the stage, I'm like, really, Zemmol? Like, this is not a stage I'd pick versus Young Link, not with all of these low platforms that allow him to pepper me with fire arrows endlessly and get reversals just like that. And that is going to be the first stock going in Semi's favor.
And now again, like, Semi just holding on to this lead in triple digits, so definitely, in kill range, but gotta find the actual final hit to actually take away this stock from this Young Link. But again, you see Zemmol hunting forward, go for those dash attacks, but Semi is just playing very, very defensively right now, getting a few more hits. Again, this is what we were saying before, like when you're at this sort of percentage where you got this sort of lead, you know what, never mind, actually, never mind, just the snipe to take the stock away regardless.
Yeah, he saw that Semi did the high air dodge. I think he needed it because he'd gone off stage without his jump, and he just went, well, you know what, I've got a guaranteed kill here. You just got to take him when they come for you, and so manages to secure with that blade beam right in the edge of the stage.
And again, like, Zemmol doing a pretty good job of getting a little bit of damage going, but once again, Semi just holding on control, go for that forward air there, but not going to find the connecting hits that he wants to. And Zemmol, again, just on the hunt to find an opportunity to actually get any hits, and forward air does connect, confirm into that side beat, and that even things right back up, GP.
And he's again back throw off stage. Are we going to see an attempted edge guard here? It's very tough to edge guard Young Link with certain characters. People do say his recovery is his weakness. I don't know what they're thinking when they say that. I'm not gonna lie, but it does lead to situations like this where he's basically forced to up B, and he's gonna not quite get back anyway. It was a little bit too low down. Okay, you know what? Maybe those people were onto something.
And there is hope right now for Zemmol, holding the first lead that he's had in this set so far. But he's actually got to get something going, which he does. The back air connects into the side beat again. That is a clean 44%.
Oh, he's holding this stage really well right now. Is he going to go for it? He's going to keep challenging.
So. He's looking for it. Oh, no.
So depressing. That's so depressing. If I'm Zemmol, I've had enough.
And Zemmol really needs to get like that same momentum going, because Semi, we've seen it so many times, can absolutely just get carried away with these strings that we know he can do. So Zemmol needs to absolutely finish this up here and now and quickly before Supahsemmie can get anything going.
And a good throw again. He's done such a good job so far, hasn't taken any damage, but you've got to be careful. And Semi getting greedy there. Whether he might, I don't know if he tried to be beefy or if he got caught off by the lilac ledges there, or was it genuinely being that aggressive? But Zemmol, great job just waiting out of range.
Yeah,
he's going to secure himself that game.
I'm thinking that Semi probably wanted to grab the ledge and just, you know, sort of accidentally just planted himself on the stage. But regardless, like, Zemmol absolutely going to take that one all the way to the bank and be very, very thankful for it. He finally gets one on the board here. Keep things nice and close between these two. And in fact, actually, it was, you know, a whole lot of sort of control for Supahsemmie in that game 1. And, you know, it was definitely looking in that first stock of game 2. But then Zemmol just suddenly, you know, just, you know, taking control back. He just controlled the pace. Like, that was genuinely all him at the end.
Well, you know what? I have to give it to him because he managed to secure a relatively early stock on the second stock for Semi, because Semi took the lead again.
Yeah.
He managed to secure a relatively early stock and just kind of push forward from there. So you know what? Maybe this is his day.
Yeah, it might just be. So here we go. This is the, you know, potential huge run up between them, but Zemmol obviously still got to try and take this game as well, and then one more after that. But we know Supahsemmie will not be one that he'll be wanted to move on through to that winners finals. So here we go, game 3 now, all to play for both players. And again, this is a familiar sight GP with Supahsemmie getting a huge amount of damage very, very quickly.
Absolutely, and this is a tough spot for Zemmol, and it's looking completely unanswered at the moment. Finally lands a hit, but just one of many that's required to bring this back.
A good shielding of the neutral B as well. Not gonna be caught by that. Light the forward as though Semi quite correctly going a little bit just further down just to avoid being hit by that. You can see him just very kind of poking away, really. You know, just waiting for just one kind of tap, you know, to actually take away that stock. But Zemmol, again, doing actually a pretty good job himself of avoiding what Semi wants to do.
Yeah, and one thing I just... what an edge guard. And one thing I'd like to point out is that one thing that often is considered one of Cloud's biggest strengths is his out of shield options. He's got the up B out of shield, which is insanely fast. It's frame 7 out of shield. I think Zemmol might actually be dead here. No, he's recovered, but he is frame 7 out of shield, insanely fast for the range it's got and for the damage it deals as well. However, that doesn't matter a great deal versus Young Link, because I think nearly everything is safer than that. Every aerial other than like that, both forward air, nair, and back air are all like -3. Down tilt's like -6. Jab 2 is like -7, which is technically punishable with frame perfect. And it's just one of those ones where you look at it, it's like, when does he challenge this out of shield?
And I think the answer generally is you don't.
Exactly correct.
Yeah, I mean, this is like there was so much promise in that previous game for Zemmol, but since then, Supahsemmie has definitely just reminding people, yeah, no, I hold a strong record against this player. I know exactly what I want to do, but you know
how we were saying about not doing up B out of shield?
Yes.
You know how we said the answer is to not do it?
Yeah.
Zemmol clearly thinks otherwise, because that's how we secure the stock. Yeah.
Lovely stuff there. No, really, really like that from Zemmol, just going for that quick option, take away that stock. But Supahsemmie firing back, gets the red lightning, but not going to take the stock just yet, giving Zemmol an opportunity. You can see him trying to throw the bomb there, but just Supahsemmie doing a good job of just keeping that shield up constantly through every hit.
And I think something about Semi's gameplay that has really worked out well, and you'll sort of see it as you see watching him play. We all know that Cloud's best move is his back air. That's the one that's the real threat.
Yeah.
Semi is intentionally playing in a way where that back air is never an option. I rate the attempt there, Zemmol, but calm down.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was tough, because I do respect going for it, because if it connected, that was a stock. Lovely stuff. But equally, by going for it and it getting, it missing, gave Supahsemmie a free opportunity to basically do whatever he wanted to do there. Like, your stock was lost the moment it didn't take Supahsemmie stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Semi is a far too good of a player to flub that kind of opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. And now,
yeah, as you see here, like you said, Semi is never putting himself in a position where back air is like, got an opportunity to hit him. So he's kind of forcing Zemmol to almost play like a bearless Cloud.
Yeah, which is not something you want at all.
No, certainly not. It's his best move for a reason. Right, but Fantastic retaliation there, using the transcendent properties of the limit blade beam to go through the fire arrow there and actually hit Supahsemmie. So he's kept himself in this game very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, I do actually really just rate sort of the Zemmol each time, just going for these kind of quick, almost like burst options in a way, just almost like catch Supahsemmie by surprise, because Semmie has been playing very, very sort of defensively. Kind of, he very much capitalizes on when Zemmol is just, kind of like landing or trying to land, or kind of, and Semmie is just always in the perfect place. So Zemmol is kind of going for.
Whoa, hello, Zemmol.
Oh goodness, that was close. But regardless, yeah, Zemmol go for these, these quick sort of burst options to catch him by surprise is what is being able to take away these stocks right now.
All right, he's now trying to recover here. He's stuck on the ledge versus Semmie. Semmie's gonna let him get back on stage, but not for long.
Yeah, 156%. I mean, you are literally playing on thin ice right now. All it takes is one little love tap from Supahsemmie there just to take away the stock. But you can see that Zemmol is playing so carefully right now, trying to go for these back airs that we talked about. If nothing but just as a keep away tool.
And you see, he's trying to get this limit on deck, so he can then potentially steal this game away from Semmie. I have a feeling he's gonna bet it all on a limit, on a finishing touch or something.
Yeah, oh my god! I tell you what,
he's gonna go for it now. He's got to pull the trigger soon, and he went for it. No luck, unfortunately, and the fire arrow conversion.
Yeah, that is very, very tough. I mean, Zemmol really was kind of just betting it all on that side B there. I thought for a moment he was going to go for the limit touch, the finishing touch even though, but no, thankfully, kind of just hanging on to it. The smarter decision, probably, rather than kind of betting it all.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, yeah, you've got to still kind of make sure that your side B does actually connect, and which it didn't, which gave Supahsemmie an opportunity to take away that stock, take away that game, going 2-1 up.
Yeah, I mean, and see, the thing is, right? We saw the set count at the start of the set. And it looked very, very heavily semi-favored. In fact, there was only one game win for Zemmol, I think, in that. Yeah, one game win. So he's already taken the one game, and he very easily could have taken that game. So I don't think it's a far cry to say that there's a very, very, very strong chance that he's hit a different kind of level up fairly recently and could actually bring this to a game 5.
Absolutely. I mean, this is more than doable. I mean, like, each time, like, it's been looking like such a strong kind of start for Supahsemmie, and constantly Zemmol has brought it down to that last stock. I mean, even that previous game genuinely was going down to that final hit, which Zemmol absolutely could have taken.
Absolutely. And again, he's made a great start here so far. Of course, this is just one Young Link combo away from leveling it up.
I mean, that is the sad reality of things, really. But Zemmol doing a really good job holding it down. Supahsemmie starting to get things going, but that limit is glowing blue. And so that gives Zemmol a chance, if he can connect something like that blade being or side B, to get a huge amount of damage.
Yeah. Certainly not going to kill, but that's 20% you're going to take.
You'll take it, yeah.
And you see, just want to point out again, you see that jab 1-2, and Zemmol just like, well.
Yeah. Does not care.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Young Link is built kind of different sometimes, but
yeah, this is what we were saying before though about how it was just a few big hits away from being evened up. I mean, this was looking so strong for Zemmol to start. Supahsemmie evened it right back up, but again, the up B, I love it so much.
You know what? I think that might be the first time I've ever actually seen the down air be punished, but Semmie just decided, no, actually, this is my show. How dare you hit me with like a zoom in move? Let me just hit this ridiculous combo extension on this platform.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like, to keep things nice and close, this is not impossible for Zemmol right now. Just trying to find a way in, but Supahsemmie, again, just keeping up those shields. Zemmol finding a few straight hits those for the connecting, but again, like Supahsemmie just doing a really nice job. He's just using those projectiles there, full use of keeping this cloud away.
Oh, an aggressive downer at a disadvantage from Zemmol. And I do like that he's doing a few of these, just keeping Semmie on his toes, forcing him to respect Cloud's, power and hello.
Don't rate that one. Don't rate that one.
Insane. But you know what? He's the one who sat in winner's side, top 8, and I'm sat at home. So I'm gonna allow that one, I think.
It's tough as well because like, obviously, you know, as you know, people familiar with this game, limit does not last forever. It used to back in Smash 4. It does not in this game. So you know, it does come a point where you might be getting to the final few seconds of having it, and you might just say, you know what, I just kind of need to use it. But of course, sometimes.
Down it. You know what?
Yeah.
I actually thought Semmie is the one who got hit there initially because it looked like Zemmol hit him with the backer, but no, Semmie sat on his sword, and that puts Zemmol down to his potential winner's stock.
Yeah, this is all to play for now. For Zemmol needs to find the second stock away from Supahsemmie, but Semmie is playing a very, very patient game, throwing out those projectiles, keeping away right now, saying, Zemmol, you gotta approach me if you want to take this stock.
There we go, and again, Semmie's building up a big lead here, gonna get hit by the forwarder there, gonna put him off stage. He's gonna do the slowest recovery possible just to get rid of that limit. Very, very smart play there from Semmie.
Yeah, using the bomb to come back as well. So smart. And again, just hanging on here. Does not want to play near this cloud unless it's to connect his own moves. And Zemmol just struggling to find any hits. Oh, that could have been it if that dash tag connected.
Got away with murder there. Good DI away on that boomerang. Could have been curtains if he had done otherwise. Needs to find a stock here.
Yeah,
which he's going to do so with that back air.
Okay, only 104. It's a high amount of damage, but it's not impossible. But you gotta try and find a way in, which, I don't know if Supahsemmie's gonna allow it, GP.
Well, we've got to find out what are you made of here, Zemmol, because you've got to recover here. You're gonna find a way back in, gonna get a reaction dash attack on the roll, and just a reset of the situation on the other side of the stage. Makes it back, but he's taken so much damage. I don't think he's got a jump. He doesn't anymore. Amazing recovery. And that's going to be it.
Just a toe to the face. Gonna take away that stock. And Supahsemmie gonna move on 3-1 into that winner's finals to play against Siski.
You have to give it to Zemmol, right? I mean, that was a fantastic showing across the board. It's not easy playing against. I think it's safe to say like #1 Netherlands at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who would be ranked higher.
It's a tough because you got. I mean, honestly, sort of the Netherlands is a funny place because kind of despite the sort of lack of big tournaments and around the country.
I'm an idiot. I forgot Ramen, Mr.
Yeah, I was about to say you got Mr. R, you've got Vamsus as well, who are both massively on the come up. But yeah, obviously, like Supahsemmie he stands amongst them as like one of the best of players. And so, yeah, Netherlands is just a funny country because there's so many great players.